The dark power of self-control. Why women can't resist it. In a world ruled by instant gratification, most men are slaves to their urges, scrolling endlessly, chasing validation, giving in to temptation. But a man who controls himself, he's a mystery, a force, an outlier. And women notice, not because he's trying to be noticed, but because discipline is rare, and power that's silent is the loudest of all. This video unpacks 9 reasons why self-control makes you dangerously attractive, and why stoic mastery over your impulses can flip the entire dynamic in your favor. 1. Women are drawn to men they can't control. Most men fold the second a woman applies pressure. They chase, they validate, they explain. But a man who resists the emotional pull, who stays grounded in his own frame, becomes magnetic. Why? Because she can't control him. This isn't about being cold, it's about not being moved. When you don't overreact to beauty, attention, or even withdrawal, she starts questioning her grip on you. And that uncertainty ignites attraction. Self-control makes you unpredictable in the best way. She can't figure you out, and that keeps you on her mind. Most women don't even realize this consciously, but deep down, they crave a man who doesn't fold, who doesn't submit, and who doesn't need their approval, because that's the man they can never fully own. 2. Control over desires signals inner strength. We are in a time where dopamine is cheap. Likes, swipes, vices. A man who chooses discipline stands out. Women instinctively know that if you can control your desires, you can control your life. You're not seduced by the temporary. You don't jump at every craving. You move with intention. That communicates power. Think about it. The man who doesn't flinch when tempted, who says no to what most men would beg for, becomes something rare. Women don't want a man who says yes to everyone. They want a man who is selective, scarce, and self-governed. If she sees that you control your sexual energy, your time, your focus, she knows you're not just physically strong, but mentally untouchable. That's rare, that's elite. That's what makes her want you even more. 3. Delayed gratification is sexier than you think. When you delay pleasure, you create tension. When you hold back, you build intrigue. Most men want everything fast: attention, affection, validation. But the man who plays the long game, he becomes unforgettable. Delaying gratification shows you're not desperate. You don't need a quick win. You're playing for something deeper. Women feel that. They sense the difference between a man who takes his time and one who's rushing to prove himself. Even in relationships, the man who doesn't need to text back instantly or jump at every invitation communicates that his time and attention are earned, not given away. That subtle pause between desire and action, that's where mystery lives, and mystery to a woman is irresistible. 4. Mastery over emotions creates emotional safety. Stoicism isn't about being emotionless, it's about having power over your emotional world. And when a man walks calmly through chaos, it radiates safety. Women are emotional beings. They experience life through feeling, but they don't want to manage your emotions. They want to feel safe in your presence. That safety comes from your ability to remain composed when she's testing you, when life hits hard, when things feel uncertain. The man who doesn't react emotionally, who can hear anger without flinching, face silence without begging, and move on without guilt, signals maturity. He's grounded, he's rooted, and most importantly, he's a source of strength she can lean on. When your emotions serve you rather than sabotage you, you become the calm in her storm. That's rare, and rare is attractive. 5. Sexual restraint is a superpower. Most men chase the woman. They sexualize her before they even know her. But the man who looks her in the eye and isn't distracted by lust, that man is different. Sexual restraint shows power. It tells her you are not controlled by your biology. You're not thirsty. You're discerning. When a woman senses that you're not easily impressed or easily seduced, her perception of you changes. You're not trying to get her, you're evaluating. And that flip-in dynamic makes her lean in. Ironically, the less you chase, the more intrigued she becomes. You're not playing the same game, you're walking a different path. And suddenly, she's wondering what makes you so centered, so composed, so unfazed. That's not rejection, that's reverence. Purpose over pleasure makes you magnetic. A man on a mission doesn't pause for distractions. He's not scrolling, he's building a world that women want to be a part of. When your purpose is bigger than your pleasure, you become dangerous. Not in a harmful way, but in a way that unsettles people who want your attention without earning it. Women feel this deeply. If your focus is on legacy, impact, and vision, they'll respect you more, even if they don't say it out loud. They know you're not derailed by emotion, you're not living moment to moment, you're anchored in something deeper. When your mission consumes you, everything else adjusts, including her. And oddly enough, that's when she becomes more devoted, because you've shown her that nothing, not even her, can shake your path. She may test your patience, tempt your ego, or try to provoke emotion. But if you stay composed, if you prove you value your mission more than momentary pleasure, you quietly rise in her eyes. Powerful men don't rush, they calculate, they wait. And that wait, that self-denial, it screams control, and that control drives her wild. 7. Controlling the frame. Self-control isn't just about resisting urges, it's about controlling the frame of any interaction. Whoever controls the frame controls the meaning. And women are biologically wired to respect men who shape reality with certainty. Imagine a conversation where she's emotional or testing boundaries. Some men would bend, apologize, or over-explain. But a man with strong inner control doesn't react. He redirects. He defines the frame. This is what this means. This is what I allow. This is where I stand. By controlling the emotional tone, the pace, and the narrative, you become the leader of the dynamic. She follows what you set, not because you dominate her, but because your energy is stable enough to guide her storm. It's subtle, it's psychological, but incredibly powerful. Frame control is a direct reflection of how well you control yourself. If you're grounded, unshaken, and deeply self-respecting, your reality becomes magnetic. She begins to crave your perspective, even when it challenges her. Remember this: the strongest man doesn't force control, he holds it quietly, through presence, clarity, and self-possession. That's the real seduction. 8. Mastery over emotional triggers. Every man has triggers, insecurities, wounds, patterns from the past. Women instinctively push at these soft spots to test your emotional foundation. It's not malicious, it's instinctual. They need to know, is this man as solid as he appears? A man who has mastered his triggers doesn't lash out, break down, or retreat. He notices the trigger rise but chooses his response. That gap between emotion and reaction, that's where your power is born. This emotional mastery is magnetic. It shows that you are not ruled by past pain, that you've done the inner work, and that no external person, no matter how beautiful, can control your inner world. She may call you out, flirt with jealousy, or even withdraw affection. And while most men crumble, you remain unmoved. Not cold, just composed. This level of self-command creates an aura. Women feel it. It's the unspoken message. I am the mountain, the storm does not move me. And when she senses that, you stop being just a man, you become a force. Self-control isn't about suppression, it's about direction. When you channel your urges, your energy, your emotions into something higher, you become something rare. In a world of distraction, you become focus. In a world of instant pleasure, you become patience. And in a world of men who chase, you become the one who draws others in, without ever needing to move. Control yourself, and you control the room. If you found value in this, subscribe to Stoic AF for more wisdom and understanding of attraction and self-improvement.